Man, we've been rolling balls on initiative lately.
Just not feeling it today. Can we fight in like 2 hours?
Or just fight some dire rats.
Yeah.
That is.
Come on, dire rats.
That is amazeballs.
Yeah.
And that's how we start an initiative roll.
Yeah. This is the first time most of us have seen dragons, if not all of us have seen a dragon.
I mean,
I'm a little hesitant.
I'm not seeing any dragons.
Here, let me give you another picture.
Nope. Wouldn't make a difference.
Shota has to pause for us to describe the dragon to her. That's really why it's taking so long.
Yeah, Calliope describes in great detail with lots of adjectives and hyperbole.
Big, shadowy.
Owly owl got a 6.
Huge.
All right, he got a 6. I will say, Claire, make a perception check. I'll say you moved up here.
Gonna perceive the thing.
Calliope knows a lot about dragons from songs and stories, so she's pretty sure we can just give it some gold and we'll be fine.
What do I see? What do I sense?
Yeah, so you definitely sense a great presence in the room. One that seems to not be of this realm. It's
not of this realm.
Not of something you've smelled or sensed before.
Heavy.
All right, let's see here. Actually, Korrac, he rolled pretty well. I don't know if that would have rolled beforehand.
I don't think you had us roll last turn.
No, it must have gave him one automatically.
Or we had it just from the last time we were in a fight.
Oh
my God.
That's great.
We are rolling great tonight, guys.
We are not ready.
Wow.
Dragon.
No, we're all a little bit. Oh, Calliope's the most ready, and okay,
Yeah, you
that's
are. So with that, Morvis is going to chuckle deeply to himself as he flies a little bit forward. He's levitating slightly off the ground, and it's a very dimly lit room. Come closer, children.
Closer.
This is a bad idea, I think.
And then that puts Calliope up. You are ready. He didn't necessarily attack.
Oh shit! But he's holding his action. He's got to be holding his action, guys. He's got to be holding his action.
Calliope's gonna stay where she is.
Can you see him?
Closer.
I don't need to be able to see him for this shit.
Nice.
I don't know how far that is because it covers it up.
It's 55 feet, which is perfect.
55.
Range is 60 feet.
Oh god.
Creature of my choice within range. She is going to cast Dissonant Whispers, and she's gonna be like,
Whispers.
"Fuck you, dragon. We're not scared of you."
Nice.
I cast Dissonant Whispers.
So what does that actually do to the dragon?
It succeeds on its save. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I whisper a melody that only it can hear, racking with terrible pain. On a failed save, nope, it succeeded.
It actually likes it.
On a successful, it doesn't have to run away, and it takes.
Can it still run away if it wants to, though?
I mean, if it wants to.
It doesn't have to.
It takes half as much damage.
I remember
So
this
should-
melody.
Yeah, I did.
So
Okay, I did.
So he's taking 4 damage?
Yep,
Ooh,
it's
he's
fine.
done.
It's fine. Yep,
Got him.
that was
tickles.
really great.
Off to a bad start.
If he hadn't rolled an 18, then maybe he would have taken more damage and ran away, but he didn't, so that's fine. As a bonus action, I'm going to do that, and the dragon's going to laugh at me,
Oh yeah, he did.
but I'm going to shake it off.
Shake it up.
Shake it up. Shake it up.
Yep, and I am going to say...
I'm out of dungeon.
It's fine. We are totally fine, and we've totally got this. And give Barrick a bardic inspiration.
Hey, thanks.
Shake my tambourine in your direction, encouragingly.
Nice. Even though these fires show that they're lit, they're not.
Is it dark in there?
It's very dimly lit.
It's
Okay.
very dimly lit.
There.
Just cover them up.
Just covering up these fires. They never happen.
Ignore them.
There we go. Okay, much better. So yeah,
Photoshop magic.
very dimly lit.
It's dark in here.
But
Swift Eye says that to the
Nice.
group. It's dark in here.
that brings us up to Barrick.
This might be insensitive, and I don't mean it to be. But can blind people, like, you know, when your eyes are shut, you could still determine that you're in a lighted room? Do they have that sensitivity?
It depends
Or do
on.
their eyes just not work altogether?
It depends on why they can't see.
Okay.
Yeah, like how blind are you? Because some people are
Yeah.
blind enough that like they can still perceive light
Right.
in certain aspects. But if you're like just like nothing,
Right.
Some people just don't have eyes.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
That's true too. Yeah, you're right.
so that
But then
There's
can they
nothing
taste?
to
But then can they
perceive the
taste?
eyelid.
Can they taste? Can they taste the light?
Yes,
Oh,
it
they
tastes
taste
like
all the light.
it tastes like salt.
Salty.
There's bright in here.
Salty.
All right,
sun's out. Gotta put sunscreen on.
I'm gonna step up here,
Now I taste coconut.
All right.
past Korrac. I'll just kind of push past him a little bit, and I will
Do
say,
so.
I am Barrick, champion of Pelor. The Radiant, me and my Radiant company will be your downfall, dragon.
Oh, man.
Sunfather, light our darkest hour. And I'm gonna pull back my cloak to reveal the sun shard.
Mm.
Now is not the
And
time.
use its
That's
use
what it wants.
use its power to cast the daylight spell at a 5th
Shit.
level.
Um, So everyone make a perception check. I'm going to say everyone has disadvantage on it except for Barrick.
Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Why?
Oh my god.
Just
Look at that roll.
Barrick, I'll actually give you advantage on this one.
Oh, damn.
what about Swift Eye?
well, I didn't do too well either way. It was a
so-
2 or a 5.
So Swift Eye, in this case, you will lose your bonus to it because it's something you would have to see.
I'll take a 13.
Oh, so I'm like a 2.
But
Just
you
straight.
you
2.
definitely sense something holy in the room.
No,
yeah, so-
I'd be an 8.
So Barrick, you are the only one that noticed.
Good god.
The dragon's wings before you pulled out the holy symbol of Pelor was very translucent,
Mhm.
and he almost seemed to like shift between the spaces. But as the sun god's light shined on the room, he became solid. His wings no longer have that transparent look to them, and he's very much a solid presence. And you feel good about that. I'm gonna say it's gonna take your action to do that, but if you like a bonus action,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take my action to do that, and as a bonus action, I don't do anything. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm
If
shining
you
my
had a
light.
cloak of billowing, you could billow your cloak at him.
I could. This
Could've done
big
that.
old light of mine.
So
I'm
what
gonna-
you're saying is when Barrick exposes his shard, it made the dragon solid,
real hard.
real solid.
Yeah, you like that light, don't you, dragon?
How you like Pelor now?
60 feet of light.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah, super
Sun
light.
God is here.
Oh, I taste the salt. It's so salty.
So bright.
Nice.
Boom. So bright.
Did you give me your Snorlax?
Does this
Valen,
dragon have a held action? Is it doing anything?
not
I
currently
don't
not.
care, but
it
I want a
just-
Snorlax.
It seems to be kind of snarling at Barrick and the light.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I want to say he
Well,
doesn't recoil, but he does back up slightly.
I said pick something, but I thought you'd pick the Snorlax.
Snorlax is amazing.
I'll take a Sand Slash. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Always pick Snorlax.
Always pick Charmander.
Oh, yeah. Charmander's pretty cool. All right, Valorant, you're up.
I would like to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Just for the hell of it?
For my own. Okay, that's what I thought.
Are you just gonna go puke in a corner?
Valoran leans up against the wall, like she was peeking through the door to watch this guy turn into a dragon. And as soon as she saw the dragon, she like flattened herself against the wall next to the door, and she's just like clutching her component pouch in her hand.
Oh,
Nice.
I should have bardically inspired her.
And I think she's going to cast mirror. Nope, she's casting invisibility on herself.
Mm.
She fumbles shakily with her component pouch, and she is going to pull out what looks to be like a little piece of gum resin with an eyelash in it, and she just pops it in her mouth and goes invisible.
Not weird at all, but everyone sees her or not
What?
sees her disappear. Valorant, you are invisible.
Yep.
With that, do you have the sense enough to control Newly at the moment? I'll leave it to your discretion.
Nope.
All right.
Newly just takes a shit in the corner.
Doesn't shit.
Korrac is going to come down here beside you, Barrick. And until he would see what the dragon would do, he's just going to fire off one of those arrows again. Phoenix Bolt! Nice. So, from your side, Barrick, you hear a and bursting into flames is a bolt of energy.
Nice shot.
As it hits the dragon, the fire immediately goes out, and the bolt hits into his side. And he took 4 damage. Which puts that to that. Okay.
You photoshopped this family tree too.
Maybe I did.
It's good. It's very good.
That's all up in here. All right, Swift,
Focus
you're
up, Barrick. Focus up.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, thank you for liking my work.
Can I sense how tall it is, or what, like general shape? Am I able to perceive that?
I will say Calliope had said that she had described it to you, so you have
yeah.
a pretty good idea of what it's like. It's
Big
currently,
lizard, got it.
Yeah, big lizard hovering about 5 feet off the ground.
She was far more descriptive and exciting.
Yeah.
Big
She
lizard.
painted you a picture.
A bird picture.
I mean, you probably know that Valorant is standing exactly where she was before.
She painted you a fucking picture.
Look at that picture. She painted you a fucking masterpiece.
It actually reminds you of that time in the Temple of Palor where you could see momentarily. It was so vivid in its description.
It's like, oh man, just
So I only
changed my world.
I mean, oh, and you're not prone. I need to take that off of you.
I mean, is it doing things?
There we go.
Oh, you can take the invisible off me too, because I have an extra invisible from my spell.
Oh.
The one with the C next to it is my concentration.
Gotcha. Bing.
Yeah.
Bing.
I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna be like, this thing is bad. So I'm gonna try to hit it with my radiant sunbolt.
Mm.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'll be like,
Give us
"You
more of that
bring
sun.
darkness?"
I will say you would have to move closer, probably down here somewhere.
Where? How does this map work?
Yeah, it's a little weird, I know. So the door is actually here,
Ignore them.
Okay.
and then everything else in this room that looks like walls has been carefully excavated away. So it's a very massive
okay.
room. So anything with the
Okay.
black scribbles on it don't actually exist.
Okay. I'm
you-
gonna move
Okay.
Up,
Okay. I see
run
now
up.
what's happening.
in front of my friends.
Nice.
So this is all very open.
Yes.
Okay.
Part of it seems to be kind of scratched away. Now that you've seen a dragon, it very much clears that up. Others seem to be very masterfully picked away.
And that one, it is a ranged attack of 30 feet.
Mm.
Which, is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Right?
Yeah, he's a pretty big
Okay.
pretty big beast.
Because I just guessed on where I was supposed to be. Obviously.
Guessed
my
correctly.
perception. I'm very good at that. I should get lottery
Whoops.
tickets.
Oh no, or daylight.
I'm sorry. Why can? Is that? What did I do? Oh my god!
Did you try to make another pointer?
I did.
You
I
stopped,
think
you
I
stopped
moved
believing.
myself.
Your faith has faltered.
So,
Just disregard that. Disregard that.
Your god is
Ignore
false.
it.
I see your paylor is just as bright as
And
mine.
add your dexterity modifier to its attack and damage rolls. So just hit it with a quarterstaff
Yeah, that's fine.
and add my dexterity, or
So for you, I did a little things up.
I feel like we should make buttons.
Make it your wisdom. So make it +4.
So,
As a
with
blind
the
monk, you're actually
quarterstaff.
hitting with your wisdom.
ooh. So wise. Do I still get advantage, right?
I forget why you had advantage. Is that for the actual attack itself?
Yeah, you gain range. The attack is range 30 feet. You are proficient with it. Nope. I don't get advantage.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna say, I
proficient.
don't know. You don't get it. Yeah, just proficient.
I-
So it
So
should
I
be
get
like
advantage.
it should be like +6 to the attack, I think.
So I wanna hit it with my mind. Plus,
Yeah.
yeah, so 20.
What are you rolling for damage?
It's a damage is a D4.
Does it go up with your monk?
Oh, I have to look at the monk tables.
Probably it might be a D6 now.
Do you want me to just roll a D6?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you have that one. And it's radiant damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, roll a D6.
Yeah.
Maximum
damage.
You probably add like 10 to that.
Definitely not, but I like that.
It's
So
probably vulnerable, so it's double damage.
you release the energy from your hands, and the party sees that unlike the arrow, where it seemed to be like snuffed out as it hit, this one leaves a nice scorch mark as it impacts, and you actually did 12 damage.
Ooh.
Oh!
I don't think I have anything that does radiant damage.
Can I tell if I hit it?
You hear a nice
Can I
like
smell?
yeah, you definitely can smell it, and you hear this like that's the sound of it,
Yep.
and usually it sounds like
Like a
when it doesn't
laser.
hit. Yeah, like a laser.
Oh. Laser, Woody.
Do you think my silver crossbow bolts are radiant or just silver?
Probably not radiant.
Probably just silver, huh?
Anything else, Swift Eye?
Fires. Okay.
Get an unarmed strike, but I'm definitely too far away.
Oh, you don't
So
want to get any
no.
closer? All right.
Well, I
It is cool.
mean,
You don't have to
I
move
think
closer.
I used my movement,
Yeah, you would have
and
used your movement
I
to
don't
get there.
want to waste a key point doing a jump. So, nope, that's it.
All right. Let me make sure Frederick doesn't have anything.
Oh, I got a javelin! keep forgetting about that.
Fuck that thing.
I'm
So
gonna add that to my weapons.
Frederick's gonna come over here and see the dragon for himself, and he's gonna shout a blessing at.
Yes.
Let's give it to.
Bless is so good.
I'm gonna give it
Verse
to
3.
Calliope,
Ooh.
Beric, and Swift Eye.
Mm.
So
Thank you.
You all have a D4 you can add to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Yeah.
All attack rolls and all saving throws.
Yeah.
It's up
for
to
minutes.
It's a minute. It's a concentration. And yeah, you know what? He's gonna do it. He's casting at a second level, so it should be
Oh, yeah.
Is he catching
one
Korrac?
additional. So he's gonna hit Korrac with it. So bling, and he casts bless.
His character sheet under that spell might have a little zombie man effect that you can drag onto them if you want.
Oh, it totally does. That's baller.
Drag on.
So it actually will calculate that.
Drag it.
Bling.
So it should automatically add that D4 for you guys.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
did I miss?
Beric.
Beric.
Bling. So for a full minute, he's gonna concentrate on that, which so a good 10 rounds. You've got that.
Oh, shit. I should say what I'm doing up next.
All right. So, before Morvis acts, he is going to land. He's only roughly 5 feet in the air.
How
But
tall is this chamber?
it could have been at one point maybe a throne room. So it's a very massively. The ceilings are probably 30 to 40 feet high.
Okay.
So he could easily fly out of your reach, unfortunately. Not that I built it that way for any reason. But as he lands, there seems to be a shaking in the ground. And for no apparent reason, I just need to do this real quick. So everyone but Calliope
Damn it!
is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my thing.
Can I use? Hold on.
Wait, maybe I don't need to.
Abilities.
Oh no.
Oof. Yeah, there you go.
What
I'm
is
very
this?
dexterous.
Nice. And Frederick's gonna have to roll that too.
This is not Valorant's fight.
I mean,
Alright.
You are cowering in the corner.
That's true.
Oh, he has no plus dex? Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oof.
Beric.
You've got your D6, but I don't know that that's going to cut it at this point.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Um.
Are you letting
What
the
the
8
hell?
roll?
This thing has a DC higher than. Nope.
Okay. So, Valoran and
Yep.
Beric.
Ugh.
As he lands, there's a deep tremor that seems to just blast out from him.
Nice.
And you're knocked about 5 feet back. Everyone else kind of steadies themselves, but you're knocked back 5 feet from the area. So you're going to go about there, and you
Okay.
about there.
Sure. Do I take damage?
Nope. Just you
Oh,
are currently
thank
knocked
God.
prone.
Can you cancel my movement?
No, I'm gonna make you use that. Everyone sees Barrett just do a little dance.
And prone, you say?
You are currently knocked prone. And
Do I have to roll a Constitution saving throw for my invisible spell? The hold concentration.
Yes, please do.
Make it. I assume it's standard DC 10.
Yeah. You as the people were kind of knocked back in a domino effect, you pulled your concentration in, but you focused more on your spell than staying on your feet.
Okay.
So you're kind of ass over teacups at the moment.
Sure.
Boing.
Crazy.
All right, so
You hear a thud beside you.
I hear a thud beside me.
Invisible Valorant picks up some
Oh.
dust.
Valor, what happens when your alarm goes off?
Oh fuck!
Wee-oo.
Let me read it real quick. I was not ready for you to ask that question. I'm glad I cast it though. Where are my rituals? There are my rituals. So there's an audible alarm. Produces the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Morvis is going to. It seems we have friends afoot. And with that, you definitely hear a ringing. Calliope, make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Does bless? No, bless is attack rolls and saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you see. This guy.
Nice.
And with your perception, you see he's kind of running down the hallway. He's got one hand stretched out, and he's shouting something. But
Is this one of the dwarves from outside, or one of like the gray dwarves?
so with your perception check, you notice this is the guy that you talked to at the gate.
Okay.
But yeah, he's kind of running down the hallway. His axe is in one hand, his shield's kind of up, and he seems to be hastily waving and shouting. With that, two more dwarfs pop up from behind because they rolled really well. And
They must have broken through that rubble.
he is going to immediately turn. And he is going to... There he is. He is going to attempt to bite this guy.
Oh.
Why did it not attack that guy? Now I gotta find out his DC. Oh, and he actually missed. Holy shit.
Wait, he only has a +5?
Okay. Why are you not selecting him, jerk? Okay, so he's gonna attempt to bite, and then he's gonna attempt to slash. Yeah, that's a little better. That one's gonna hit. And then he's gonna slash at him again. Oh, that hit too. So that dwarf number one.
He's okay.
So he just took 16 points of damage.
Was that Doc? Tell me it was Doc.
It looked like Sleepy. So as these two dwarfs come charging in, the dragon's attention seems to be drawn away from you in the immediate pursuit, and immediately lashes out at this dwarf, which failed to avoid the second and third attack. But the first, he kind of ricocheted off his shield, only to sadly leave himself open. Dwarf 1.
So, do they seem surprised to see the dragon?
Not at all.
Okay.
But Dwarf 1, who is this dwarf,
What is going on here?
shouts, there it is. We three are here to fight too. No longer be underneath this bastard.
Oh shit.
And then he's going to enlarge in size.
What?
And then he's going to swing.
Dwarf buddies.
Okay.
Large, blah, 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 strength rates death. Okay, good. Yeah, dwarf number 1's gonna swing. Come on, dwarf number 1. Okay, good. I had to make sure I'm swinging the right thing. Oh, and he just... Maybe it's out of fear or just the fact that he ran so hard. He's slightly breathing hard and they shouted at you, but he missed horribly bad. Dwarf 3 is going to run farther up this corridor, and he, Calliope and Valoran, you're going to hear him as he gets closer to about, let's say, here? And he's going to shout, Wait! We fight with you! I mean, he's got short little stubby legs.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no.
We heard the clash of the metal. And to tell you the truth, he's a bit odd. And we hate him anyways.
Oh, he is a dragon.
He brought us against our will. And we're done with that shite. And he's kind of bent over sideways as he's kind of breathing deeply. Seeing that he ran apparently a much longer way than the two dwarfs that, Valoran would remember that there was a pile of rubble they must have very quickly made sense of.
Yeah.
Do you think he was also mind controlling all those people we murdered?
Calliope, you're up.
All right. Calliope shouts.
If you walk away, he's going to attack Avapu.
No, Calliope shouts, "Down with the oppressor dragon! Freedom to dwarves and perverts!"
Damn it.
You hear this? Aye!
And then she's gonna mutter quickly, "Valoran, get your shit together. We outnumber him, and we can take him as long as we
Work
stick
together.
together." And then she is gonna move up. If I move here, I don't think I'm close enough. I think he's still too far away. So I'm going to move that 10 feet.
Okay. Still got 20.
Yeah, I have to move closer.
Yeah, move real close. It's good.
Oh, I have to move it. Okay, that's fine. I move up there. And then I'm going to cast Bane on the dragon.
This could be
Down with the oppressor!
Oh, no.
Yes!
Nice. What does Bane do? I forget.
It has minus D4 to all of its attacks and saves,
Nice.
which means it'll make my other spells easier to stick to him.
Let's see,
All
did
right,
that automatically go on there? Oh, it did.
Okay.
So can it roll to break out of that?
No, it's just, nope.
Okay.
It had one save at the beginning, and that's it. So it's concentration up to a minute. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Barrick, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm going to
Oh, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to inspire Swift Eye.
Nice.
Whoa.
You feel very
So you
inspired.
have you can add a D6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna
Next
use
10
that. Use that.
All
so
right.
good.
I am going to. Whoops. Not you. Him. I'm going to. No, stop. Why am I targeting everybody? Oh God. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Target
Attack
yourself.
everyone. Barrick turns on everyone.
Since I don't think I can reach him in one movement,
Damn,
I am
targeting
going
yourself.
to. Can I target myself? Good guy. All right. Am I targeting anybody now?
Nope, just him.
You're good.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't think you're even targeting him anymore.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Korrac Vandergar. Give him a
Badass.
+2 to his AC. So I kind of draw a shield in the air and say, "Sunfather, protect him!" And I'm gonna throw it toward Korrac, and then I'm going to approach the dragon. And as I walk past Swift Eye, I'm going to use my free action to say to Korrac and to Swift Eye, Korrac, go right. Swift Eye, left. See if you can get on his back and keep him from flying.
Nice.
And I'll step to there. And that's my turn.
Nice. Valoran, you're up.
Okay. Valoran picks herself up. And she kind of like punches a fist into her leg a couple times. This is, God damn it, you're not weak. You can do this. And she's gonna run with her move. Still invisible. Oh shit, that is not as far as I thought it was.
Oh.
Well, it's done. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to cast. She's going to run there. Yeah, she's going to use her action. Nope, she's not going to do that. She's going to cast from there Fairy Fire, targeting Morvis. So I'm going to make him roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right.
Bane's kicking in hard.
And my invisibility is gone.
Bling!
And I'm right there. Oh boy. So he kind of, these purplish blue sparkles fly out of the air as Valoran appears and surround the dragon and make him very visible, granting advantage on attacks.
Fairy Fire!
Nice.
And then her eyes go wide as she realizes that she became invisible, like right in front of this dude, and she tries to cast another spell to teleport away, and realizes she already cast a spell this round, so you can't do it, sucker.
She's freaking out.
Yeah, she obviously, her hands are moving, but she just cannot cast Misty Step to get out of there. So I'm done with her. So instead she shouts, Newly! And he is going to fly in. Newly's a she. Guys.
Okay.
God.
She's going to fly in and... I guess everyone already has advantage on this dude. What's Newly going to do?
Make him attack.
Newly cannot
Her,
attack.
her attack.
Take him down.
Newly cannot attack.
Newly is a girl.
Newly's gonna fly in, and can I give this thing disadvantage on its next attack?
Peck its eye out.
Can I distract it?
I'll say, how
action?
about you make... Let's call it a dexterity check. And I'll
Really?
roll a dexterity check, yeah.
It's a dexterity check.
It's a roll-off!
Mhm.
And look, I'll even let you see mine. No.
Okay.
Uh,
Newly's gonna finish its fly and come up here.
yeah, the dragon seems to be very intently staring at the dwarfs, almost as if he didn't even seem to notice or care. This very small owl flying past him.
Right on.
Ooh.
That's Newly.
Ooh.
Korrac is gonna go, not in my house, and then he's gonna run. Which way did you tell him to go?
To the right.
My right? Your right? Who's right?
Stage right.
This way?
Yep.
The
Excellent.
dragon, the audience, or the stage?
And as he's running, he's gonna loose another arrow.
Advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Actually, I should automatically do it.
Alright, we're gonna see what happens. Phoenix Bolt.
Attacking while out of ammo.
Oh, is he out of ammo?
It only has one quote-unquote arrow that returns every round. Bing! There. He looses and it just simply flies past, simply grazing one of the scales. And he's going to end his turn. Swift Eye, you're up.
All right,
2 and a 3. Ugh.
I'm gonna go left.
Going left!
Going left.
Swift Eye runs into a wall.
He went so left.
Throw me the ball.
Two left.
Pull it back!
And I'm gonna shout. Okay, so I have a +6 and advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
that what
seems
I
right.
heard? Okay. Well, I'm gonna use that when I throw. Can I use that +6 on damage rolls, or does it have to be an attack roll?
No, it's an attack or a saving throw, but you can
All
roll and then decide. And it's a d6, not a +6. But you can roll and then decide if you want to add a d6.
Okay. I would like to add the d6
Make it so.
for 6.
You hit.
It hit.
You hit.
I hit it with the. I threw the javelin. First, I screamed attack.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
And
Oh, even better.
maximum damage.
Some damage.
Maximum.
Your blind monk companion ruffles around looking for her javelin and then yells, "Duck!" and just looses a javelin, but surprisingly with excellent aim and just right through a wing, ripping a nice chunk out of it.
Noise.
Anything else, Swift Eye?
Nope, that's. I don't want to get closer. I'm about.
Were you
the
telling the
ranged
dragon
attacks
to
right-
duck?
Look out, dragon!
It was one of my companions. I'm not sure where you are right now. Just wanted everyone to be aware. I was throwing something. Something sharp.
Dwarf number 2, seeing everyone else kind of rallying around him, he is going to also enlarge and roll a critical 20.
What?
And with a very
Did you see
fierce...
that?
So
He dropped
huge
a
right now.
1. He dropped a 1.
Oh,
One
man.
and a
Yeah,
20.
he did.
Rolled the 20. Look at that.
Yeah,
Boom.
fairy
With
fire.
a very
Ooh.
mighty... He's going to slice down, taking a nice chunk off of the scales of the dragon, leaving a nice wound in its shoulder.
Not so dark now, are you?
And
Oh, that.
Frederick... You know, we're just going to leave Frederick to go. Unless you guys really need Frederick, he's gonna keep
That's
concentrating on your bless.
The blessing.
God, the blessing.
Hashtag blessed.
So,
So blessed.
what you guys begin to notice.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the wrong click. There, yeah. Okay, so coming out of the ground right there is a massive pillar of of magma that erupts out of the floor, engulfing both of these dwarfs.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna make a saving throw.
Firing hot magma.
Is it hot molten magma?
Oh, and that guy's gonna succeed. Look at you. All right, let's see this guy though. Where's it at? There it is. Dwarf number 2. He did not.
Boy. Oh boy.
All right, so let's see if it
He's
rolls the
probably
damage
okay.
correctly. Yeah.
He's
that's better.
probably okay.
He's probably okay. He's fine. All right, that guy should have only taken 6 points of damage though. So a massive pillar of magma erupts out. The one dwarf at the last moment, kind of seeing his friend starting to get seared, immediately jumps sideways. And realizing that I put this on the wrong person, that might actually change the story. Hold on 2 seconds. Yeah, you took partial damage, and this guy's gonna take Okay, there we go. Seeing his friend being seared in the flame, he jumps sideways, only taking partial damage at his foot. Barely avoiding, gets burned of probably any and all hair that was left on it.
Dwarves have a lot of hair.
There's currently a pillar of magma right behind the dragon.
Burn the nation.
With that, it'll be the dragon's turn. The dragon.
Oh shit! Are you pulling lair actions on us, bro?
Maybe.
I have never been more proud of you in my entire life.
I mean, you might be angry later, but for now, it's proud. So
Layers.
he is going
Layers
to
are cool.
flap. That's right, he's flapping. Through the fire.
Through the fire and the flame.
Through the fire, and he is going to, as he's flying, take a chunk out of this guy, or at least attempt to, because he does not like the idea these dwarves came to help. Bite. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
Is he not baned anymore?
Oh no.
I don't know. Let me look.
No,
No,
yeah, he is.
minus-
But he still got a critical.
Yeah, but it's still rolling critical. So.
Okay, so the 20 is okay.
Yeah, there's this deafening crack, and the dwarf is slightly out of the dragon's mouth, and he throws him to the side. Where's my dwarf one? There he is.
Dead.
He's got to be dead.
He didn't add up to it, but he throws him this way, and there's just this deafening, sickening crunching as that dwarf does not move anymore. And after he flies through this magma, he is now going to attack this guy.
Sure glad there are dwarfs here, guys.
His first attack misses, and his second one misses. Damn. And with that, you just, in your minds and in your present, you hear this.
He's still laughing?
That dwarf is dead. He is so dead. Okay, what about this guy? Dwarf number 3, having gained his composure, comes running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's a dwarf. 25. He is also now doubled in size, and he is going to chuck a javelin. Let's see what happens. Oh!
Yeah!
And as it goes through, Newly kind of catches it and sees it, and I guess Swift Eye would not. But it shoots through the magma, and it's still boiling hot, but the tip, just the tip, manages to makes its way through and impales itself on the dragon, dealing some really nice damage on the dragon.
Damn.
Dwarf 3, man, he's your friend. Calliope, you're up.
Oh,
3.
okay. I wonder why this spell doesn't have a status I can track like the others do. I'm going to move up.
I will allow this.
Thank you. And say, hey, dragon. Why do dragons have to sleep during the days? Because they get so fucked up by nights.
Wow.
Oh.
Nights like Barrack and Korrac.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm gonna cast.
I got that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
Swift
On the
Eye
dragon.
audibly groans.
Yeah.
So the dragon continues to just simply laugh at you.
Yes, the dragon falls.
I bet you thought that was funny.
The dragon is prone, incapacitated, and unable to stand.
That was a hell of a
At the-
joke.
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
It has advantage on the throw if it's triggered by damage. On a
Jesus.
success, the spell ends.
So
But-
he's prone,
Incapacitated and unable to stand. However, the Bane is dropped because I think Bane is also concentration.
Yeah, I love that.
In character.
And prone, let me drop that on there.
Yeah, so Bane is gone, but he's prone, incapacitated.
Get out of here, Bane. All right, there. Damn. Anything else, Calliope?
And Calliope just like jumps in the air and goes, "Yeah, suck it, yeah!" And celebrates a little bit. She's a little like touchdown dance.
Does your cape billow? Do you still have an action left?
Yeah. Let me. Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Even the dwarf. Oh, lass! He's very impressed.
Yeah.
Barrick, you're up.
All right, let me see here. Would this guy be willing to let me move through his space?
One way to find out.
Roll a insight.
Do I have to use an action to do that? Because
No.
I do, I'm just gonna go.
I'll,
Just gonna do it.
I'll answer your question by saying he might. It's possible. He is fighting for you at the moment, or fighting for his own will.
I'll go there.
If you say excuse me, he'll have a better chance.
Excuse me.
He does slightly move. He's a very small dwarf.
All right, and then I'm going to raise my axe and say, "Be gone, demon!"
Nice.
And attack him.
Yeah.
Two-handed strike.
Oh.
Oh
What?
no.
Mm. you have any more dice hidden up there? Or?
So incapacitated is just advantage, not an auto hit.
That's it.
Oof.
The
Well,
dragon
Guardian's
who was
advantage from fairy fire and advantage from being prone.
Oops, hold on, guys. I got a crying baby.
So what does incapacitated do?
I don't know.
What's up, buddy?
Does that mean I can't move?
Let me look it up.
Oh, you poop your pants again?
I did not.
Look
I
it
did
up.
not poop my pants.
Let's go. It's all right, buddy.
Mike's on, Dane.
Thank you.
I thought it added some flavor. I did not, however, poop my
Incapacitated
pants.
is cannot take actions or reactions.
Okay.
Nice. I mean, that is pretty nice, though. I mean,
Yeah.
All right, so Barrick's turns up. Valoran, you're up.
Boy,
There's hot magma.
there is. So she's gonna. She's gonna run up to here,
Okay.
and if she can see down, like down this hallway a little bit, I'd like to attempt to teleport down there. I can move farther if I need to.
Make a. If I would say if you could make it to like here, you probably could see it. Shit. But that magma is pretty solid.
Okay. I don't think I can.
I mean, you could. I would say you'd have to roll for it, and see if you can.
Can I
you
see
know.
this square? No, it's all magma in the way.
It's all magma. All
Sure,
magma
sure.
all the time. Dragon's
Right
actually
on.
part way through it.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be bothered. Well,
It does not.
balls. It's incapacitated. It's fine. Can I see this square on the other side of it?
Yeah. I'll say you'll be able to see that.
Cool. I want a Misty Step right there. Poof.
Yeah, it can't take reactions. No attacks of op.
That's fine. So I'm gonna Misty Step. Valoran mutters a few elvish words and suddenly poofs in a little dust cloud and reappears on the other side of it. And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna point blank cast Ray of Frost on it.
Nice.
I did it.
Oh, yeah, you did. So now I can remove all that crap you put on it.
What?
I can remove prone and incapacitated.
Well,
he's still
now
prone.
it makes a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh, right now it does?
Shit, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I totally forgot about
It was
that.
going to get hit eventually.
Wisdom saving throw with advantage. It's an 18 pass.
I'm pretty sure that passes my
Yeah,
DC.
I like that. Just gonna remove
Also,
incapacitated.
in Valor's defense, she hasn't seen you cast the spell yet.
What is my DC?
It's less than 18, I'm sure.
Less than 18.
18. It'll be 8 plus 2 plus your charisma.
I mean,
It's
so it's
8
high. What is that, 17?
8 plus proficiency plus
Oh,
charisma.
I can't add.
It's only 15. Yeah, so it saves. So it is no longer incapacitated,
But it is
but it's still
kind of-
prone. It's not laughing anymore, though.
Oh, it's laughing.
It's a different kind of laughing.
It's not as
So-
hideous.
Valorn was not expecting this thing to wake up.
Uh,
Because she's never seen hideous laughter before or knows how it works. So she thought she was pretty confident teleporting to the other side of this thing, taking a pot shot.
yeah.
That's her turn.
All right.
Hey, its speed is decreased by 10, Abe. Just so you know,
Oh,
because of the Ray of Frost.
I will remember that. -10. Speed. All right.
Newly. Newly's just kind of chill. He's good.
All right. Takes us up to Korrac. Who I feel would definitely run 5, 10, 15. Well, he's going to run this one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This was actually
Magma.
here. He's going to do it. I'm going to make a mech dex save. Chris, I'm sorry.
Skull, he's blessed.
He won't mind. Yeah, he's so much health.
Okay, yeah. As he's running through, he kind of turns sideways at the last moment, and the front of his armor gets scorched with the magma. But he easily grazes past, and then he is going to go to town on this guy.
Get him.
Great Weapon Master.
So he is going to pull out his. Do I not have that set up for him? I'm going to have to remember to fix that.
I thought he had Great Weapon Master.
Oh, he has it set up for the ring blade. So he'll swing with the ring blade. And he'll shout, "Not my castle! For people I might know." And he's going to attack. Oh yeah, he's going to hit. Even with a crappy roll, he did a lot of damage. And coming down, he slices, seeing an opening in the scale that the dwarf had cut open, leaves a nice big gash in the side near his shoulder. Swift Eye, you're up.
Oof. Okay, so I feel the heat of the magma, correct?
You definitely do.
Okay. Is it really hot?
The heat of the magma.
It's pretty hot.
Telling you where the dragon is.
And did I sense where my companions have gone?
You did until they kind of disappeared behind the heat.
Oof.
Now on the one side of you, all you can kind of smell and sense is just intense heat.
Okay. But I know the dragon's on the other side of the heat, right?
Yeah, you're definitely deducing that it has to be behind whatever that heat source is.
I'd like to jump over the magma.
So it is currently a 20-foot cone. You can... So your speed is what? 50?
40.
But if you use Step of the Wind, you can also get a jump.
I was going to say, I think you'd have to use... But then roll... I'm going to make you roll a dexterity save. A dexterity... Yeah, make it a dexterity save.
Instead of Step of the Wind or both?
Is Step of the Wind an action?
It's a spending a key point. I think it's a bonus.
It's a bonus. It's a bonus action.
That
It
is
does
probably...
something for your jumping.
Yeah, I
I
get.
don't remember what
Where
it is.
is it? I get jump distance is doubled.
Okay, yeah, you would have to use that to attempt to clear it. You're still gonna have to roll a dexterity to see if you can actually make it over.
Bold moves gotta be made. I'm out of key points, guys.
Oh boy.
Is that before or after the step of the wind?
That is after the
Okay.
Not
That ain't
before.
good. That
I
ain't
wouldn't
good.
have attempted this without it. I gotta play it safe.
Jeez.
I would like to land on the dragon though. So we're doing dexterity save?
Yep. Oh,
We're doing
okay.
it now.
Yeah, you did it. All right. So, Calliope, you see your friend just buckle down and go for a dead sprint, and as she gets closer, it's almost like she could sense the heat, and she, almost as if she's light as a feather, jumps off the ground, soaring over top of the magma, and disappears from your vision. Valoran, Korrac, and Barrick see Swift Eye emerge out of this, fiery blaze and landing square between the dragon's wings on its back.
Ha ha!
And you're gonna get inspiration for that because that was badass.
Fast monk jump. Parkour.
Badass
Go.
boy.
Parkour!
You're still up. You can still attack.
Gonna click my inspiration sticker.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Sticker.
Gonna hit it a couple times with my quarterstaff.
Whack.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be like,
Whack.
Kacha!
Good
And
hits.
then I'm gonna do a punch to the eyeball.
Oh, to the eyeball.
Oh, I missed.
As you're punching, going, I'm hitting this eyeball, you realize the dragon anatomy might be different than what you're imagining, and you just kind of punch the air where you believe his head might be.
It's bold of me to assume he has eyeballs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dwarf 2, where are you at? You're still alive. You're still alive, Dwarf 2. You're doing good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Dwarf 2 is going to look at you, Barrick,
Oh no.
kind of out of the side of his eyes and go, to whatever end we meet, brother. And he bashes
okay,
his
phew.
chest. And then he is going to swing and his now giant form. Ooh, hitting. There we go. With the solid crack, you hear his axe connect, and whack. You see him connect with that. That was quite nice. Frederick, not wanting to leave his friends behind, gets a little closer, still concentrating quite hard on the blessings he's given all of you. At the end of his turn, the geyser is going to disappear. He's currently prone, but he's going to stand up.
Takes half his act, half his move,
Plus, he got a monk on his back.
Move
Yeah.
is reduced by
He
10.
does currently have a
Yeah.
monk.
and he's slow because he's cold.
That's true.
How do I make a
This is the
swear?
lair action,
And
though,
he's
guy.
covered in fairy fire.
This is shift, I think.
Damn it.
Embarrassing.
Whew. Okay, I got there.
No.
I got there. All right.
How do you make a square? Have you looked in the mirror?
Uh,
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
there. So that means a 20-foot radius.
That is 20. That's 20 foot wide.
Oh. We need to
20 foot
fix
radius
that.
would be
It's
40
huge.
foot wide. Yeah.
Let me draw it over here.
Oh, newly. Oh, newly. Oh, newly.
All right, yeah. So it's gonna hit everyone in there.
But
So
not Calliope.
with that, the geyser collapses with a. It seems to just dissipate from wherever it once came, and now centered around the dragon, Calliope and Frederick and the dwarf from behind see this as all of you sense this gas pouring from the dragon itself. It seems to be seeping through all parts of the surroundings, around corners, around the cracks in the floor. And I'm going to force you all to make a dexterity save here in 2 seconds. So we got...
Nice.
Varric
Success.
succeeds. Valorin... Oh, succeeds?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
This is going good. Nuli, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Nuli does
Oh,
not.
Nuli.
Nuli does
Yay.
not. Ooh, shit.
Nice.
Success.
That +4 is really coming in handy. And Swift Die. Oh,
Nice.
just barely succeeds. Oh
Dwarf.
yeah, how did I forget the dwarf? Oh, he does not. Okay, so the dwarf and Nuli are now
The red shirts.
Incapacitated.
Okay. Okay.
and poisoned. And with
Poison.
this, they cannot act on their turn, and they now have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
That
Bell bit of-
dwarf is poisoned.
And the air is rather thick right now with this volcanic-like gas that seems to be pouring from the dragon.
Situation is serious.
All right. Yep. Here's what we're gonna do.
What happened to DeVoe?
So the dragon. Where you at, dragon? All right, there you is. Maybe.
Oh, no.
Nuli's not dead. Hey, Nuli's not dead.
Oh god.
Breath weapon.
Oh, why are you making cones?
No
Why are you
reason.
making
There
cones?
it is.
No cones.
Yeah, it's gonna hit all three of you. So with that, the dragon turns its angered face to the dwarf that just hit him, as well as the paladin that seems to be. I need to move Swift Eye because I can't move the dragon. You're on his back still, though. In fact, I'm going to put you here just to symbolize you're on his back. And he turns,
Symbolic.
and there's this deep guttural as this.
Excuse you.
Yeah, as this fire-like breath comes out. On the edges seems to be ripping the actual fabric of reality, and it
What?
seems to be this blackened flame that shoots out towards you.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Better not be necrotic up in here.
Dwarf 2's got to make this. Nuli is. All right, I'm gonna make Nuli roll anyways, because what the hell? Yeah,
Nuli.
Boy.
Barrick.
Oh,
Mm.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And our friend Dwarf 2. Where's he at?
Oh,
I love
boy.
this. Okay.
No. Oh.
You will take 22 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
It is necrotic.
I got resistance.
Nice.
You're gonna take
I got
half.
shit.
That's nice.
Hey,
Unfortunately,
can you do me a favor and delete Nuli?
yeah, Nuli's gonna die. Even with her
Nuli.
her temporary hit points. There's this moment where you can almost see she's strong, and then there's this immediate just fear in her eyes, and she leaps out of existence. And finally, with that, the dwarf is just engulfed in this flame, being point blank in front of this dragon. And as the flame dissipates, there is no more dragon. I mean, no more. That'd be great. No more dwarf. There's
Going
just
to
simply
pay for
perhaps
that.
boots where he was standing. With that, this dwarf is going to come charging in with a full sprint, making it right there. My friends! Calliope, you're up.
I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2 at this thing. So I'm going to whisper creepy things at it.
Whisper.
Oh, boy.
Ugh. Alright, so it succeeded, so it doesn't move. And it takes half as much damage, so it just takes 2d6. So I casted it level 2, so it'd be 46. So it just takes 5 damage.
So it takes 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
5 psychic damage.
Yeah, the dragon's just gonna simply look at you. I enjoy you as well, and it's gonna wink. It's a very creepy wink.
Yeah.
Barrick, you're up.
All right. I have a rules question, just real quick. It doesn't really affect me because I don't have this ability yet. But when you get an extra attack action, that still counts as like when you make an attack. That's still one action, right?
Yes, but you couldn't use some other action
You could
and
make
then attack.
2 attacks, right? You could make
Yes.
2 attacks, or you could make a different action.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, that has nothing to do with what I'm about to do.
I was like, wait, are you leveling up right now? What's happening?
But
I'm
I
now
am
level
going to
10.
attack it.
Nice.
I'm going to say, you will pay for that! Ka-chow!
Ooh.
That'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I am going to first do my damage.
Doing my damage.
And then I'm going to expend a spell slot to do some Divine Smite. Now, when I sensed this dragon or this evil thing way back at the beginning, using my sense thingy that I have, what's it called? Hold on.
What's that skill I got?
Divine Sense.
Mm-hmm.
It lets me know whether it's generally an undead, a fiend, or a celestial.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what it was?
Yeah, right before he knocked you down. It has the properties of an undead.
Okay. So my Divine Smite is 2d8 because it's a first level. I'm using a first level spell slot, but I get an extra d8 against undead, and it's radiant damage.
Nice. I will allow this.
Ka-chowie!
And it's radiant damage?
And it's radiant damage,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna double that one. So we got 32. Oh, you're gonna make me do math?
Math. Take math.
God.
Demon. I mean, undead.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, there. Okay. There's a bright energy as his weapon collides with this fiend's armor plating, and it almost seems to blast the scales from its hide, leaving a pretty open wound that you guys seem to be like gouging into on his shoulder. Anything else, Barrick?
No.
All right, Valorant. Valorant's gonna look at this thing and her friends. Pretty good handle on it. She seems to do some kind of calculations in her head. Takes a deep breath and runs out of its zone of melee.
I just pictured Valorant going, looking real determined, all of a sudden just booking it the other way.
He's gonna swipe at you.
So that uses his reaction. I would like to point out his reaction has been used, y'all.
It does. Does that 19 hit you?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
100%.
just checking. Take 8 slashing damage
All right, so
on
that
your
goes
backside.
That goes through the last of her temporary hit points.
Get out of your temporary hit points.
Her abjuration shield diminishes to nothing, and she turns around with like kind of a smug smirk on her face, and she says, "You're really an idiot, don't you know?" And she's gonna cast Ray of Frost, I guess. Yeah, Ray of Frost.
Let's get Frosty up in here.
Yeah,
That one.
That one hit.
Yeah.
So another
And then
6.
she's gonna
Okay.
duck around the corner.
Nice. Solid move. Oh, Newly's dead. Let's just delete it.
Just gonna
Delete
skip
him,
over
delete him.
that.
Get him out of here.
Her.
It's her. It.
Get her out of here.
The thing. All right, Korrac.
Hold on a second. Wait. Is everybody still awake?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a weak check. Korrac is
This
going
week.
to. I can't tell if I'm actually. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now he's targeting. He is going to. There we go. Be gone from this keep. And he is going to swing. I don't know why I rolled twice.
Get him.
Should I have rolled twice?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Still has fairy fire.
Okay, good.
Fire in the face.
Oh, actually, it hit me, so I should roll a Constitution saving throw. Nope, it does
Failed.
not. Fairy fire drops.
All right, so
Take the
So probably
the first one was the actual roll.
4. Yeah.
Okay, so the fort, so it would have missed. Okay.
Okay.
So
No.
I need to delete that then.
delete that shit.
Deleted.
There. Korrac looks rather inflamed. Swift Eye, you're up. You're currently on the back of the dragon, but he has not moved, so you don't have to make a dexterity save. So you're up.
Is the javelin, was it stuck in the dragon, or is it on the ground somewhere?
The one that you threw is currently stuck in him. There is the tip of another javelin that's kind of penetrated his armor.
There's 2 javelins? I'm gonna...
2
That excites me.
Chewbacca's.
I'm gonna reach for the nearest one.
Yeah, just make a straight dexterity roll.
Man, I'm so good with my hands. Nope.
Oh, yeah. So you very quickly grasp for where you believe the javelin may have hit him, but you're just feeling scales. You're not feeling anything else.
Alright, then I'm just gonna hit him with my quarterstaff in anger that I can't find the javelin. Oh, or not.
You are so angry that you couldn't find that javelin. You're just swatting at the air. With that, there's a devious chuckle in your mind. So you truly are blind, little one.
Oh,
It's not
I'm
cool,
gonna-
man.
I'm gonna meditate and then hit him.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Because, gotta stay connected.
Yeah, that's better.
Boom. And then I'm gonna, grip tight and meditate on the back of this dragon.
Nice. Make a strength roll. Let's see how tightly you're gripping on this guy.
We'll see. Where are my buttons today?
Okay. So 13.
Moderate. Tight.
Frederick is still concentrating. I just want to make sure there's anything else he can be doing to, because no, luckily he's been rolling okay. So Frederick is just going to still concentrate on what he's focusing on here. And with that, let's see, I did this last. Yeah, we're going to make, so everyone, oh yeah, everyone's going to make a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to force everyone else to roll it. That guy fails.
Failure.
So he's now knocked prone. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Barry.
Yeah.
Standing strong. Swift Eye, you passed.
Oof.
Just barely passed. Ooh, Valorant stays strong. Korrac succeeds, and Frederick also
Frederick, no.
knocked prone. So that same presence hits the ground again, and there's this deep tremor that radiates from the dragon's body, knocking both Frederick and Barrick to the floor. Had they not been against a wall, they may very well could have been blasted back by the ripple of the tremor-like sounds on the floor. He is going to do a couple of things. So, Swift Eye, make a dexterity saving throw.
Another one. Oh,
Oh,
I do so good.
that's good because that strength roll is really crummy. So whatever happens, you are going to cling tightly to this dragon.
Awesome.
So the dragon is going to make sure he's targeting people. Yeah, there we go. And he is going to bite at you, Dane.
Hey.
I don't know why I rolled so many, but both hit.
Ow.
There we go. Oh, because it's necrotic damage. Yeah. So you're gonna take 18. So you succeeded on a Constitution. Okay, so you're good. You're gonna take that 18 points of damage though.
Thanks.
He is then gonna swipe at you. And he's going to swipe at you again. And with that, he is going to launch himself off the ground. So if you want, you totally have the opportunity to attack him. And he is going to fly to the height of the room. So he's about 25 feet in the air. He's a pretty large beast.
I'll give him an old attack of opportunity.
Korrac's going to totally hit him too.
Cha.
Mm.
Missed him.
He flew just a little too quickly. A little too good.
Just a little too high.
Misses.
Mm.
All right. With that, the dragon is about 25 feet in the air, with a monk on his back. Dwarfed 3, even though he is quite tall now, is not tall enough to hit him with his weapon. He is going to roll an attack and miss. So he launches a javelin. Swift, you hear a as it launches past you. Calliope, you're up.
Okay. Oof. I suppose I haven't been doing much.
His wings are rather tattered. He's bleeding out of his right shoulder, fairly a large amount.
Okay,
It's not looking too good.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
So how do I remove these?
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. I
apparently made you double prone.
Well, I was trying to figure out what prone was, and I accidentally made myself prone again when I was trying to find out what prone meant. And then I'm going to shoot my crossbow at him. Nope.
And it bounces off the wall. Clink, 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 clink.
She is gonna shout, "You're a piece of shit!" And then she's gonna move. This wall is gone. Yeah, she's just gonna move back a little bit further away.
Nice.
That's all I got.
All right, Beric. Make a perception check.
Perception check. Is
that
good enough?
Yeah. The dwarf that seems to be on the ground kind of looks at you, nodding, and kind of bends over. So he is now half his size, and he is bent in a crouching position.
The
All right.
universal.
I'm gonna run
like
to
for balcony.
I'm gonna run to the dwarf and jump on his back
Mm-hmm.
and jump off of him.
Nice. Make a dexterity roll. Okay. I'm gonna say, because the dwarf, I'm gonna give you advantage. I'm gonna let you roll one more time.
Okay.
Okay. So, with you jumping off the dwarf's back, and him kind of, stretching his back out, so you kind of get launched in the air. You may not have flown as high as you were hoping, but as you instinctively are flying through the air, you could make an attack.
Yeah.
And you're going to be within reach.
Ciao.
Oh, yeah, you hit.
Like that, bitch.
It's so good.
That was okay, but I'm also going to do my last spell slot to do a Divine Smite. And double it.
So 16, so he's at...
I should know how. Should know how.
I'm going to do the math. The math's really hard. Oh, Dane, how do you want to do this?
All right. So I'm going to run and I jump off this dwarf's back. And I get up, but not as high as I think I'm going to. So I'm able to slash my battle axe along the belly of the dragon. And as I do, a great searing light runs in a line the whole way across its stomach. And as I land, after putting the blow on the dragon, just this explosion of light comes from me.
Nice.
I'm already as bright as the sun, so like
it's a real
big
bright.
deal.
It's
real
pretty
bright.
big. With that, Barrick and Swift Eye, make a dexterity save.
Okay.
And Barrick, you have disadvantage on this one.
Disadvantage. You got it.
Because you did not fly in the trajectory you were thinking.
Oh, look at that!
Sweet. So as you connect and you take this dragon and the light is bursting from behind you, you
Can I do a superhero landing?
3-point landing?
Yeah, 3 point.
Nice. Yeah, you can. So as you're landing, you land about over here. Oh, that's the dwarf. We don't want him. You land 3-point down. Boom!
Yeah.
You crack the ground around you. Swift Eye nimbly just kind of jumps and lands with almost no sound whatsoever. But Dane. Oh, damn it. I got my thing is covered up and I can't roll in the box. You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as the carcass of this massive dragon comes falling on your backside after making your landing. And you are currently knocked prone with parts of a dragon laying on top of you. The room becomes dead quiet, and there's this just... as almost the last breath of this dragon dissipates from his lungs, and he is no more. You guys killed a dragon.
Valorant looks like she's like in shock and has one hand to this giant bite wound on her shoulder, and slowly her second hand just like raises up and a shield appears in front of her, and she just looks like she's in a daze, and she's saying, I forgot. So I'm gonna cast shield after the fact. Because
Frederick is gonna come over and he can see you look a little trapped. He's gonna try to pick this up too. Come, my friend, I will help. There we go. And this older gentleman comes, over, and he lifts with his back and very
working together. I
easily lifts it off. You loosen the jar. It's fine. You loosen the jar.
I'm gonna stand up and just move to the side there a little bit.
Yeah, there's now a carcass of a dragon on the floor. Frederick is also now going to take this opportunity to walk over to Valorant and heal her. Which, once I remember how to do that with this guy, healing words, and heal blue. I healed you 6 points.
Calliope's going to go over to the dwarf, and as she walks over, when she passes Valor, she's going to kind of like just give her like a gentle punch on the shoulder and say, not the bit shoulder, the other one.
Salt in the wounds.
It's just like you did good. And then she's going to walk over to the dwarf, and as she walks, she's going to like idly pluck at her lute, and she's going to cast Unearthly Chorus. So she gets charisma checks with advantage against this dwarf, and she's going to try to beguile him.
All right. He's still slightly bigger than a normal dwarf would be.
So yeah, she's just going to come chat him up with advantage from her music.
Nice.
Dude,
I'm
the dragon brought you here?
Jesus. Yes. He brought me and my brethren against my will. We were in the mines, just doing our thing, when this beast brought us here. And we were just the 3 or 7 of us, I think, now at this point. Yeah, 7. There were 7 of us.
Oh no.
The 4 of us ran off, but the three of us strong, me and my brothers. And there's this, look off. We stayed. We heard the fighting. We wanted to be a part to take down this bastard. I am Monder of the Hill Clan.
Well, Monder, you're a big damn hero, and you've defeated your oppressor.
badass, son. What?
But at what cost? And he kind of looks at where
son.
his friend used to be, and there's just 2 pairs of boots.
Yeah. He died valiantly for a good cause. His memory lives on in your heart.
That he did.
Eric's gonna look kind of proud at Calliope.
So why this dragon bring you here?
He was raving mad, if you ask me, but he kept asking about some thing of power he sensed from... Well, to be honest, he kept saying of another realm. Said he came here to sense it. I don't know what that means.
But you didn't find it for him?
Oh, I mean, I hate to say we tried. Look at this room. We picked it bare. We could never seem to get past this area over here, and he's going to point over that direction. So we gave up and started looking outside.
I'm gonna cover up the shard, Abe, while I walk over.
It becomes very dark all of a sudden.
You couldn't get past it? Like it's special rock or something?
Well, to be quite honest with you, lass, I've never seen nothing like it. We struck it and we tried to take it apart by the mortar, but it wouldn't go. But here, I'll show you. And he's going to walk over, and he's still currently double his normal size, and he's going to swing his pickaxe, and it's just going to go... and the tip of it actually breaks off, Barrick, glancing over your shoulder.
Oh.
Shit.
Well, I guess we don't need this no more, and he just chucks it over his shoulder.
I'm gonna cast light as a cantrip on my battle axe, so that we have some illumination to the area. Just maybe not as much that would be offensive to a Durgar. Oops. That's what I'm gonna do.
He said he's from the Hill Clan. Maybe he's not a Durgar.
Yeah, I think that the ones we met on the surface
okay.
were just like regular dwarves, and then the ones we fought down here.
Well, then in
He
that
said they were
case-
enslaved.
In that case, I'll bring that lighted bastard out. Okay. Perhaps it's protected by some kind of magic. Are you hurt at all? What was his name again?
Monder.
Mordor. Nope, not that.
Mordor? Mordor?
Writing's not that easy.
Morgor?
Grammarly.
Monder.
Monder.
Are you hurt at all, Monder?
Well, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. It just... well, no, I mean... No, actually.
I'm gonna put my shoulder on him and try to calm him down a little bit with my skill. Persuasion. I'm going to say, be calm. Your sacrifice and your brother's sacrifice helped us to defeat this great evil. Take pride in what you've done here, and what your brothers helped with. Surely they will be greeted with much pride by their ancestors.
Ah, that we will. We went down fighting. That's all we can ask for. To be honest, it'd be just nice to see the hills again. Though I'm not entirely sure where I be.
Perhaps we can help you with that. And take you back home to where you belong. But first we must attend to business here. Rest. Take it easy. You've done plenty so far.
Ah, I think I will. If you don't mind, I think I'll go out to the sleeping quarters outside. I'd like to think about my fallen friends.
Just a couple more questions first.
Eric's going to kind of give him a look over to Calliope.
She plays her music and ignores him. Do you know who the dragon is working with or for?
Ah, I just got the opinion he was doing it for himself. He never talked to anyone else. He said he was the great one. The dark one, that is. And, he sensed something. I don't know, but he kept talking about another realm that he came from once he sensed it. I don't know why else he'd come.
Did he talk about any prophecies?
Prophecies? I don't recall. Well, should he have?
Well, I don't know. We're seeking a great evil, and we're not sure how many evils there actually are.
He's gonna walk over to the carcass, and he's gonna kick it and go, "Do you mean this isn't evil enough for you?"
Well, I mean, there's a vampire, too, we think.
Oh, jeez! A vampire. I think I
It's
need
alright,
to
it's
sit
alright.
down.
Because we are the 6 heroes that are going to destroy the darkness and bring the light and save everything.
Lauren kind of looks over her shoulder at that and blushes with a little bit of like shame. Dave, I have detect magic up for the next 10 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
My friend is right. Unfortunately, this isn't the end. But we don't wish to downplay what we've done today.
Is there anything else we should ask him about? I don't think he knows much.
Valer's not paying much attention to the dwarf. She's just searching. She seems to be like looking over the wall that he hit with his axe. She's going to look for a symbol that looks like a square, Abe.
Okay.
She's searching the wall.
Are you sensing that with detect magic?
I mean, if there's any kind of like magical auras that are coming from places on the wall, she'll be able to see it because she has detect magic up. But she's going off of whatever she read in the journal.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you sense. Kind of surrounding it. The dwarf is going to look to Calliope and to Barrick and kind of nod and say, "I'm going to bury my dead. It's the right thing to do. We dwarves belong to be buried with the rocks of our ancestors. Unless there's something else I can do, I'm taking my leave."
Go now, and thank you for your help.
We will help you once we finish in here.
It only seemed right to take that bastard down. And then he's gonna walk over here and pick up 2 boots that are very bloodied, and then as he's leaving, he's gonna hoist the other dead dwarf on his back, still being quite large in size.
I'm going to kneel down, Abe, and I put one hand to my chest, and I'm going to pray as I lay on hands myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to heal 16 points of damage.
Nice.
So don't mind all these lay on hands.
I'm gonna lay everything on hands. The dwarf is gonna walk out of the room unless you guys stop him.
No, wait, dwarf. No, just kidding.
What was that? What?
Are you single?
Can I get your address? Send you pigeon.
In case we need to keep in contact.
So with
Can I
that,
use this as a reference for my next adventure?
the dwarf leaves the room with.
Are you on LinkedIn, INN?
With his dead companions, you can almost see a solemn appearance about him as he walks out. As he leaves the room, he kind of looks at you all one more time and gives a hearty smile. But you could definitely tell there's tears in his eyes, and he leaves the room. With that, everyone make a perception check. Now you guys are rolling it. Nice. So you guys are going to notice a couple things. To this wall, right there, painted on it, is the same family tree, but this one seems to be a lot more ornate. Perhaps maybe the original painting that possibly as throughout the years they've added on and painted in different places of the castle itself. But this one seems to be more ornate and almost seems to be, even though the rest of the room is pretty well destroyed, this one is pristine, and almost shows of a holy presence about it. Yeah, you all rolled extremely high. It's a lot more detailed than the previous ones. I will say that Swift Eye and Calliope are going to notice that as the dragon body has been laying there, it's been slowly dissipating. And where the dragon body was is a nice pile of things
Fat loot.
Magical.
that possibly he has been
Trident. Who's got trident?
Which of that shit is magical?
Unidentified item.
There's several unidentified items in there, to be honest.
Which of that shit is magical?
So
Swift Eye would like to identify those items.
It would take you guys about 10 minutes or so, unless someone knows.
It literally will not.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of your party does, if you guys mention it to her.
I'm looking, Abe. I have detect magic up. What's magical?
All right. So here's what you notice. Bling.
Yeah. Oh, I know what they are. Oh, nice. I'm gonna identify on all these.
I have to make sure that I actually click all the right ones. Okay, that one you've already noticed. So as you've been reaching out with your mind and trying to sense everything in the room, as these items started to come in, you start to sense them almost behind you, little blips on your radar. And as you turn around, you see a nice pile of different items, all assorted. Some just rather plain, but very pretty, and others quite impressive. And then there, Calliope and Swift Eye, you hear a nice little like ting 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 as coins seem to just appear out of nowhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
coins. Those boots are definitely go to Swift Eye.
A
Fish
sending
command.
stone.
Aquaman trident.
There are 3 sending stones to be exact. Korrac is going to be unusually quiet,
That's Korrac's pretty sweet.
but he's
Hey, Korrac, you want this trident?
I mean, if you think I'll use it.
Is there a picture in the locket?
There's not. It seems to be quite worn on the inside, but the outside is still very pristine, almost like this dragon seemed to collect items of great importance or power, or just something that he may have fancied.
What does the cloth mask look like?
It just seems to almost be. It reminds you of a burglar's mask.
Yes.
That you would hide amongst the shadows in. It doesn't seem to be any magical presence. Perhaps it was grabbed amongst other bounty. But yeah, it just seems to be a simple mask.
Calliope puts it on.
You are now wearing a burglar's mask.
Yes.
I'm just gonna assume you guys want me to drop all this in the party sheet.
Yep.
That's fine. Yep. Put it up on in there.
I wonder if I can do this. Oh, I can. Badass. There's not 2 boots of springing. That is not happening.
2
Okay.
boots.
Whew.
Yeah,
One boot
So-
for my left foot, one boot for my right foot.
that's right.
So 3 individual sending stones.
Correct.
Are they all 3 linked?
Yeah, I would say you notice they all seem to be a set.
Same symbol.
They almost seem to be a cascading magic off each other.
Interesting.
It's a 3-way radio.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Breaker.
Split the party. Split the party. I mean,
You know what we
Now-
need?
Now
we
can.
need we need sending stone lingo.
So you
yeah.
can use them like each once per day.
yeah, I believe that's what the.
Calliope or
Yeah.
Swift Eye, why don't you take those boots? I'll kind of guide the boots into into Swift Eye's hands.
There, I put them on you. There.
Swifty.
Unless anyone wants any of the art objects, I'll drop them in the bag of holding to sell.
Nah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's fine.
Man,
Took those
Trident of
boots.
Fish Command. I think the Scarab and the Trident should both go to Korrac.
The Scarab is
I already got it.
pretty
I got a
badass.
pretty sweet shield, but the Scarab is awesome.
Garib is pretty awesome.
There, I put both of those in Korrac. When I dump it in, it'll go.
I can command fish.
Taking off my boots of elven kind, and I'm gonna put on these new boots, and I'm gonna do a jump. Just test them out, just like your average parkour jump.
So what are you doing with the boots you were currently wearing?
They're gonna go in the pack.
Gotcha.
Just in case.
Can I put them in my pack?
Yeah.
They're like
I'll always tell you guys what all these things are, by the way.
Yeah, she's just rattling them off.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Valorant's-
That's cool,
Valorant's
too.
identified
That's also
all these
cool.
Things.
That's cool.
That's how you know what they are.
How do we get past this? And Varric's going to run his hand against the wall where the dwarf pinged his pickaxe.
I'm gonna.
Can anyone use? Can anyone else use the trident? I know Korrac already has like 2 weapons he uses a ton. I'm just wondering if we might want to spread them out a little bit more.
I
I
mean,
got my 2 javelins now, so I'm like
who else wants to command fish?
good to go.
Can the trident be a monk weapon?
I'm actually thinking the scarab might be good for Frederick, because like the last thing we want is for our healer support person to be like mind controlled or stunned
That's
or
true.
something, you know?
Yeah, scarab would be pretty cool for him.
'Cause I think like advantage on saves is actually better for a support person than
All right, it's going to
than,
Frederick.
like, you know, wizard or healer.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna add
Storming
the
up in here.
Just saying.
potions to
Just
our
saying.
potion collection.
I mean, the trident could be thrown, so I mean, you could technically, anyone could wield the trident.
It's true.
Does anyone not have a potion of healing on their person?
And that is a potion of superior healing.
Right.
That's a potion of not fuck around healing.
I think somebody who's not a healer should probably grab that.
You know what? I could take it, because actually Newly can actually give people potions.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Caca! Oh wait.
Too bad Newly's dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Too soon.
I think
I
the
wouldn't mind
ring of
having the. Yeah, I
think
wouldn't
the
mind
ring
having
of-
the ring of mind shielding.
mind shielding should be either Valerian or Calliope.
Yeah, I'd
One,
be down
one
for
of
that.
you guys.
You have it.
Oh, that's love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
I-
Give him the mind shielding.
I have message as a cantrip, so I don't really need.
I'll
I
take one
guess
of
the
the
range
sending
is all
stones.
120 feet, but yeah, that way somebody else can sending stone.
I'll take one.
I don't know.
I
If
will
that
take
actually
one.
added to your inventory, but you may have to just drag those.
I got one. Swift Eye, why don't you take the potion of superior healing, or it can go to Korrac or Frederick. Oh wait,
I mean,
Frederick's
I have an
there.
herbalism kit.
Herbalism.
Yeah, but you really want to be making a poultice when you're
Hey, why not? You
getting
know,
beat up.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I've taken the least damage thus
That's true.
far.
But if you
But-
do take the damage,
It's
you
not
just like
for
to
you
guzzle
take
something?
Yourself. It's for you to give to someone else.
For you to pour down the
So I could
healer's throat.
throw
when he
it to
dies.
them.
Or you can shove it down their throat.
Throw it to them or shove it down their throat in a time of high stress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll so good.
I have a burglar's mask and my cloak billows.
That's pretty awesome.
So what do I sense when she's billowing her cloak? Do I hear it just like
Oh wait,
Oh,
gusts.
yeah. Yeah, you
flutter?
hear it.
Do I recognize this, or do I just feel like there's a breeze?
At first, the first couple times, you just thought there happened to be a breeze and something, but as it continues to happen, you can hear it from her general direction, and it almost seems like air seems to be blowing near or off of her directly, causing her own clothes to flap.
If Swift Eye is that perceptive in her other senses, she probably knows what billowing fabric sounds like, right?
Also, whenever Calliope makes it billow, she goes, "Aha!"
Nice.
Yeah. I should be that perceptive at that point.
Korrac is going to turn to you, Valorant, and say, "What do you make of this?" And he's going to be touching the painting itself.
I would like to make an Arcana check to see if there are any runes that match with the runes I saw inside the book journal.
Yeah. Make it with advantage. Since you're specifically looking for something. Yeah. As you're...
I took one of the sending stones, by the way.
Nice. As you're reaching out with your mind and you're kind of sensing the patterns around the door, some of the runes start to pop out at you, and they seem very familiar. And as you kind of quickly swipe through your book, you can almost match up the different scribblings on the sides of the pages, the match up with the runes that seem to pop out from the edges of the family tree itself. And then immediately near the base of the tree, in the actual painting, runes pop out constantly at you and then slowly fade. It almost seems to be intensified near the tree itself.
I feel like I'm in an episode of Numbers where just like the numbers...
That is exactly what's happening. Your hair gets a little frizzy, and it's pretty amazing.
Good. So she's going to wave her hand and cast Prestidigitation and just start like pointing at different runes on the wall and making them glow with Prestidigitation. The ones that are sort of popping out at her. So basically she's just drawing people's attention to them, but she seems to be totally caught up in her own thoughts at the moment.
Calliope's gonna nudge Korrac towards the wall and say, "Put some of your fluids on it. Maybe it'll unlock it."
No.
He's gonna get closer, but he looks a little disgusted by the thought of it. He's going to reach out, and with advantage, he is going to try to investigate this painting. Maybe.
Touch it. Use your body. It's your bloodline.
Yeah, let's do perception. Bling. Okay. Yeah, so as he's reaching out and he's kind of touching the painting, it doesn't move underneath his hands, but as he's reaching, pretty much right out in front of him is the tree itself, and his finger seems to hit a divot that his eyes did not catch, and it seems to be right at the base of the tree is an indent, and as he kind of looks closer, it seems to be his family crest.
Does he have like a ring or anything on, like a signet ring?
You have noticed as you traveled, he does have a ring on his hand that he has had since you've met him.
I'm going to take his hand and just smush it into the wall.
I'm going to mutter to myself as I'm pointing out these runes. Malo mori quam fodari.
As you awkwardly squish his hand in there, he still is looking at you very strangely, but he seems to sense what you're trying to do and kind of Captain Planets his hand right into where the heart seems to be in the tree. And with that, there's a clink. And the runes that Valoran is kind of pointing out dissipate immediately, and the painting itself dissolves. And you are now looking into stairs going down.
Shit.
Going down.
I told you it was your fluids.
Are we going timber?
He's gonna look at you and go, I believe it was the ring.
She shrugs at him.
Abe, these sending stones, do they have like a common symbol to show that they're matching? Are they matchy? What do they look like?
They seem to be very strange to you, not something you've seen before. Almost like a combination of different runes and words. As you're looking at them, you can tell whoever created this is long since gone. Maybe part of an arcane magic that's been lost to time. And as you guys have been in this castle, you're not sure exactly when this was built or even when this wall, this magical structure was put in place, but clearly was there for quite a long time. They don't seem to represent anything you're used to. Parts of it, or even like a flick of the rune itself, seem to resemble things like hold or impervious, things that you've learned in other traits, but nothing else that seems to kind of jump out and go, I know what that word is.
Nice. How about the sending stones that Barrick and I have? Matching ones?
Matchy.
They all seem to be the same
rainbow
connection. So whatever runes were scratched into the surface and imbued with power seem to all communicate with each other.
Nice. What do you want to call them? What do you want to call them, Dane? Or heartstones? I'm going to call mine Walkie.
I guess I'll call mine Talkie.
Valoran looks at the group and shrugs and says, I guess it's about time I did something. And then she goes invisible.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to go down the stairs.
All right. What kind of vision do you have?
I have dark vision 60 feet.
I also have my pillar of light still going.
Then I will say...
I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to try to be sneaky as I go down the stairs.
Make a dexterity roll. Stealth, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. You very quietly creep down the staircase, and it's a good amount. As you're slowly creeping in, the light that your paladin friend is holding aloft seems to slowly dissipate, and you're entering a very dark enclosure, almost one that you would not sense to be as dark. Are you continuing?
Yep.
All right. Bling. You enter a pitch black. Your feet kind of come to rest, and you can tell you're no longer on stairs, but it is extremely poorly lit. Even with your dark vision, you can't see more than a foot in front of you.
Well, shit. Torches kind of defeat the purpose. Oh shit, I don't even have light.
Korrac is going to turn to the companions still left and go, If this is truly my home, as I've seen it before, then I'm moving forward. And he is going to slowly walk down the hallway. No light source, just walking in.
I'm just going to cast Fairy Fire at the room to see if the Fairy Fire can like line the floors or anything.
Okay.
Oh, it's my last spell slot. I'm doing it.
Blowing a load, blowing a load.
Oh, no, I have one more spell slot.
So the Fairy Fire itself, how does it light things up?
It lights creatures up. It is not a light spell.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just trying it out.
So as you kind of reach out with your magic, you know, and reach out looking for any kind of evil or monster, just to make sure that you are not in danger.
It's actually objects. Sorry, each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue and violet light. Your choice. Creatures have a save to avoid being outlined. So yeah, it does do objects.
All right. Nothing immediately starts to light, but make a perception check.
Sure. I'm not invisible anymore. Also, that was short.
I'll share this with the rest of the team.
Cool.
Yeah. So as you're standing there, you're very surprised the Fairy Fire doesn't seem to be working as quickly as you're used to.
Sure.
Usually when you reach for the magic, it's an instantaneous cast, and you can light up, you know, rooms of things. But as you hear the stepping from behind you of the familiar feet of Korrac, the room slowly illuminates.
It was scripted, guys. It was scripted.
He needed his fluids.
He needed his fluids in his ring.
And as soon as you're probably here, as soon as he enters the room, there are two torches that immediately light up at the thing here and here, and the room is now quite illuminated. Excuse me, and you can see two statues. At the far end that are holding torches aloft. They seem to be well-dressed suits of armor. And the far end of this smaller sanctuary, there seems to be a pedestal of red on top. There seems to be some sort of object, and with that, you'll notice there's kind of a log, a colorful log-like thing leaning against the wall here.
Colorful log. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna say through the sending stone. Hey, it just needed Korrac's blood. You can come down now. Roger Dodger over and out.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of an affirmation and say, "Follow me," and I'm gonna go down.
Abe, I would like to investigate for traps.
Roll it up.
The pedestal.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking around and feeling much more comfortable with your perception here, you actually begin to slowly touch things that you imagine to be trapped, only to discover that there is nothing protecting whatever this object is here. And now that you've gotten closer, you see.
Oh no.
The object seems to be a cross of a couple inches across, very well decorated item. Korrac is gonna step in.
She picks it up. What's this?
Oh, and you are detecting magic at the moment.
Hell yeah.
So,
actually, no. That's a concentration, and so is Fairy Fire, so no, I am not. Gotta be honest.
So as you pick it up, it's a... and look, I'm going to hide this stuff so you guys can't see it on the thing if you watch it back. So it's a fist-sized like emblem. It's golden and red stones, possibly rubies. In the center, there's an opal surrounded by a red stone as well. But as you pick it up, the images around you, Korrac included, almost seem to be become crisper and cleaner. You begin to notice small details, and as your eyes kind of look around the room with this newfound power, the log that was in the corner seems to be a very ornate carpet.
Shut the fuck up.
I hope it flies. I hope it flies. I hope it.
I hope it doesn't smother me.
And Korrac is going to look at you, Valoran, and with this odd empowerment and kind of almost like he's not entirely sure, he's going to look at you and go, I believe that is what my family's purpose has been. I've begun to see things in my mind, and this I have seen. I believe that belongs with me. And he's going to put his hand out.
I mean, alright, that's not really a log, you know. She's going to give it to him, and she's going to go pick up the log.
Yes. As you get closer,
she just kind of tosses him the amulet on her way past.
As the amulet loses contact with you, it begins to not look as ornate as it was. But as you get closer, it is definitely a very ornate, carpet of very fine quality. It seems to emanate different runes and powers.
Love everything about that.
Yep. And
I'm going to unroll it on the ground so that by the time people come down here, she's cross-legged on the carpet and can identify. So she has her little diamond lens out that she's kind of like looking through the diamond or it's a pearl actually. So she's like peering through this pearl over the thing, identifying it.
There, I'll shove you all in the room. Yeah. I will.
You can whisper it to me. I might not tell them. I don't know.
Where is what I'm looking for? Oh, where did I put it?
It's just a carpet, guys.
It is totally just a carpet. Sorry. Yeah, so as you enter, a couple of things are going to be happening. Korrac is going to be holding a very ornate cross, and he is going to look at the party and say, I won't say too much because I don't know what Chris would say, but he will say, this is known as the Cross of Truth. That is all I will say for now. But know that it is in its rightful hands. And he's going to pocket the cross. Where is there? There you go, Valoran. And as the rest of you are slowly noticing, Valoran is now sitting on a unrolled, very fancy carpet.
What size is it, Abe? I don't know what size it is.
Totally
flies, guys.
Roll it up. Whoop. There you go. Mark that down.
I can't. Oh, there it is. 400 pounds is not a ton of capacity, guys.
Nope.
Oh.
Play it where the dice lie.
She jumps up off of the carpet and says, "Oh, sweet, it flies." She starts rolling it up.
What? Unroll that thing. Let's test drive it.
I mean, is there room? I was gonna go outside.
mean, it is a rather small room.
There are no doors, right? It's just this little room.
Just this little room that you definitely get the feeling that Korrac might know more about this room than what he's letting on. But he is staying relatively quiet.
About that.
But it seems to just be a chamber only dedicated to whatever this cross of truth is. I will say, if you'd like, you could make a religion check. And Barrick, I'll give you advantage on it.
All right. How do you like that?
How you like them apples? Yeah, with that, you remember stories. Yeah, I would say Barrick, you are the one that realizes this. Stories of the good Saint Cuthbert and his mighty cross of truth.
Name my horse after him.
That is the only reason you had advantage. So it could indeed, having not looked at it, you're not 100% sure, but as you got closer to these armors, that same holy symbol resides within their chest and on their shields.
Quite a mighty relic you have found, if it truly did belong to St. Cuthbert.
That it is. And he's going to put it around his neck.
Wait a minute. How many relics are we looking for?
How many indeed?
I don't remember.
Fairlin.
Huh? She's unrolling the carpet again.
How many relics are we looking for?
She is on the carpet. What?
How many relics are we looking for?
She flies up the stairs.
Oh.
Two more. I know of. There's probably more. They'll be fine.
This
is awesome.
You just see this as she flies past you with, I think, a fly speed of 60.
She's gonna get herself killed.
You vaguely remember that there are one to be rumored in this den near Puss, and possibly 3 others.
There you go.
So 6 total.
Now that would be 5 total.
Yeah, that's only 5 total.
5 total.
She's a musician. It's cool. She doesn't care about math.
Those are only the 4 that she knew of, though. Plus the one you guys already had. So there are probably more than that.
There. Oh, I deleted the wrong thing. There's still a red pedestal right there, but you get the point. So before we call it, what is the game plan?
Well, Collective
probably go to
suggests that we rest here because the dragon's dead, so they're probably not going to be more bad guys. But
maybe upstairs in one of the guard buildings, not in this ruined, awful castle.
I mean, I feel like there's one point of entry to this little.
It's true.
But Valerian just took off on a carpet, so
yep.
We should probably track her down to make a plan.
I forgot there was a huge throne room up above, so she remembered, and so she's just flying around in the throne room at the moment.
She's zipping around. It's cool.
I guess I'll doff my armor and set up my bed roll. Good a place as ever.
Camp out in this little room, and then we can just have a guard on the stairs.
So it can hold 400 pounds. Ugh. That's I would bet that would be 3 of us if it was Calliope, Swift Eye, and Valor.
Yeah.
It's not in the map heavy armor.
2 if it was anybody else. Maybe only 1 if it was one of the heavy armor wielders, though.
Yeah, that might be one of those situations that
because Barrick's
you don't move as fast.
200 pounds on his own, plus his armor.
He is, plus his armor, yep.
Yeah, so that's 250, so him and one of the smaller people. Same with Korrac, probably.
It's cool. It can just be Calliope, Valerian,
Too
and
fat.
Swift Ice
Nobody's
Carpet.
gonna like you if you're too fat.
And we'll run around on it. And we'll just like drop Swift Eye into combat.
I don't know.
From a
I got
flying
those spring
carpet.
boots. I got my moon shoes, guys.
You can moonshoe off of the carpet midair.
Ooh. I like the sound of this. And with that, Swift Eye will take first watch.
Nice.
So it sounds like you're
Sounds
gonna
good.
sleep in the hidden shrine to Saint Cuthbert.
Yeah.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Is anyone telling Valoran that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go collect her.
She'll come back down.
Where's your
Yeah, and
sending
Calliope
stone?
will sing a song of rest and whatnot.
You can only use them once per day, and I already did it.
But it was
Or you can use, I
amazing.
guess you can use each of them once per day.
Calliope casts a
Who
message.
the
It
heck
says,
is
"Hey,
texting on the sending stone.
hey, come here. We're camping down here. Come here."
She lands and kind of like skids to a halt, and it's like, oh my god, it's awesome. I was flying. You know how long I've been studying to try to fly?
Does look cool.
So who's gonna carry this shit? Who's carrying this? I don't mean to presume that I'm going to take it. Valoran probably would take it, but
I mean, is it heavy? We could shove it in the bag of holding.
I don't know. It's not even in the party sheet.
Oh, I can do
She
that.
tells you what it is. It flies. There's also one sending stone left.
It could definitely fit if properly rolled up. It would take you guys an action to roll it up. So it's not like you could throw it out in the middle of combat and put it back
Right.
away. There we go.
A horse could carry it.
Yeah, I just don't know how awkward it'd be like to have a person carrying it around at all times.
Pretty awkward.
So it's a
Weighs 10 pounds.
4 by 6 feet, 400-pound carrying, and 60-foot fly. There. Now it's actually in there. In the party sheet. But we will end it there if
Nice.
Swift Eye is taking the first watch, and then that way we can figure out your game plan.
Nice.
But nicely done. You guys killed a young red shadow dragon,
Yeah.
which is pretty badass.
Well, hopefully we had some
Nice.
dwarven meat shields.
It helps that you
That did help.
lied to them as you entered the room really well. Yeah, there's still a random dwarf outside, so no big deal there. Awesome. Well, that was fun, guys. That was
fun.
That was a lot of fun. So,
Good game, guys.
All right, guys. See ya.
all right, later on.
I
I'm just doing it. I
Right.
took it.